broadcasting to you from Woodward West in California. This is the home of action sports and gymnastics. Kids and teenagers who want to excel in these sports come here from all over the U.S. and they're focused on becoming future X Game athletes and Olympians. I'm here with my two boys for a little time, just checking out the scene, and we have Dustin Orem to thank. He's a long-term friend, just an amazing guy. Fun, adventurous, and just such a great heart. And he heads up the whole BMX operations here at Woodward. So thank you, Dustin. So today in this video, I'm going to share a strategy for kids and teenagers who are high-performing athletes, musicians, or actors. For an example, these kids here, BMX riders in the background, they want to compete at the highest levels. So they feel like by the time that they start competing, they cannot take a break. They have to train multiple hours a day. They have to do this throughout the year round, so that they can compete at the highest level and maybe even become well known in the X Games world. The problem is that sometimes it's too much to continue on. And the biggest piece of advice that I can give teens and kids and even adults, if they're in a high-performing profession, is to take a season off. For example, let's say there's a BMX rider here and he's going into his junior year of high school. He has SATs, he still needs to get good grades, he has his friendships. Why not take this fall off from the sport of BMX? That athlete and his parents might think, no, that could set them back and take them off course. There's also a lot of emotions involved. There's two main reasons why it's so important to take a season off, and it could actually help the athlete over the long term and help them perform even better. Number one is it's great to like something, but you can lose the passion of that. For example, I love molten chocolate lava cake. It's my favorite dessert. Anytime I go out, I get it. Jaden's looking at me right now. I do love it, right? Yes. And I love it. It puts me on cloud 9. However, if I had that cake for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, would not be good. I'd lose my passion. I probably wouldn't like it anymore. This happens with athletes. Agassi is a prime example. If you've read his autobiography, he lost his passion for tennis and it really set him back. So just taking a break for this BMX rider, they'll come back in January and be even more excited about practicing and getting back involved in the sport. The other reason is that it's just good for the body to change up activities from time to time. I loved tennis when I was in high school, and I lived and breathed tennis. I watched tennis, I played tennis, I put all other sports to the side. However, one side of my muscles developed much stronger because I was always swinging the racket, and that caused major problems for my back that took years and years of physical therapy to correct. So sometimes just taking a break and doing other activities for our body, even just one day a week, can go a long way in helping us perform even better at that sport. So that is the strategy that can be employed by people in high-performing athletics, musicians, and also in the performing arts. And if you've never made it out to Westward, if you're into the action sports and gymnastics scene and if you're a kid, you gotta come out. The coolest thing about this camp that I love is that people don't just walk around camp. If they're going to the dining hall, they get on something with wheels. So wherever you walk, we're the only walkers here. You have to be totally careful because every which way there's BMX bikes and skateboards and scooters flying every which way, and somehow they don't collide. It's amazing. All right, I hope that tip helps, and we'll see you in the next episode.